Hey guys, Desolator Magic here. We've officially hit max speed 7 with this one. If I make one more spoiler video, I will actually travel backwards in time, which will be fine because I would have not sold those 110 bitcoins. So first up, we got Shafet Archfiend for 7. Double black 5/5, flying when it enters all other creatures. Get -2/-2 until end of turn, and cycling 5. So you either won or lost at that point. I don't think you're worried about stopping the rush exactly when you get to 7, but you'll find that this is a bit of a theme with this set. We'll revisit the whole -2 thing. Next up, Web Strike Elite. It's a 2-cost double green 3/3 with reach, so hello. Cycling, double green plus X, and then when you cycle this card, destroy up to 1 singular target artifact or enchantment with mana value X. So very inefficient, but already a really good creature with like a little bit of an option there. Then we've got Wax Form Thief. I don't know what the heck's going on here. It's a 4-cost 0/0 creature shapeshifter with flash, and you may have this enter as a copy of a creature or artifact you control, otherwise cycling 2. Yep, straight up cloner for 4. We're stepping on the gas with this one. Those are very good cards, and with 3 years of cards in Standard, it's even more gooder. So after that, we got Bounce Off. It's a 1-cost blue instant. Return target creature or vehicle to its owner's hands. So a little improvement on Unsummon. Haven't seen one of those in a while. I actually can't remember the last time. Then we got Wretched Doll, who apparently can also drive vehicles. It's a 2-cost black 3/1, which is pretty good for an uncommon. And then if you pay 1 black and tap it, you can surveil 1. Like as much as you want once per turn. Like that's crazy. Some of the strongest cards on the tail end of the spoilers here. You don't usually see that. Next up, Maximum Overdrive, one of the better tracks from Dance Dance Revolution. It's a 2-cost black instant. Put a 1/1 counter, that's right, counter, on target creature. It gains Death Touch and Indestructible till end of turn. That is a kill spell right there in Limited. Don't sleep on it. It's a common. Next up, we've got Stampeding Scurryfoot. So this is a little time bomb here. It's a 1 green 1/1 creature mouse with exhaust 4. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Create a 3/3 green elephant creature token. Like separate from this. So that's 5 total power for 5 total mana, but you can get this out turn 1. And a lot of the crew abilities are 1, so apparently this little guy can drive a car. If you actually look up in the official lore, he's not just forklift certified, but also Class B license. And then we've got Skyseer's Chariot. It's a 2-cost white 3/3 with flying, so already nuts, but it's a vehicle. As this vehicle enters, choose a non-land card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name costs 2 more to activate. I love it. A partial jammer, a little slowdown button for really obnoxious stuff where people go all in on one type of thing to win. Although, I mean, it's still activated abilities. Come on. Now, it says non-land card name. I believe if you chose a Planeswalker, they'd have to pay loyalty and mana, but don't quote me on that. And then it has crew too, so just all around very, very good card. Then we've got another mythic, Salvation Engine. It's a 5-cost 6/10. Other artifact creatures you control get +2/+2. Holy crap. When this vehicle attacks, return up to 1 target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Crew 6. So that thing's kinda nuts. Next up, we got the Gestalt Thrill Roller. It's a 3-cost red 4/2 artifact vehicle, trample haste. When this vehicle enters the battlefield, it becomes an artifact creature until end of turn, crew 2. And then if you pay 3, you can discard a card, then return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it, and still trample and haste, and self-driving. Activate only as a sorcery. Yeah, that's a spicy vehicle. Next up, Fuel the Flames. Here we go again. I warned you about it. It's a 3-cost red instant. Fuel the Flames deals 2 damage to each creature, cycling 2. I'd like to say no more cats, and that is literally cats on fire. That's the only go wide tribal I could think of, but a lot of the cats go wide and tall because they'll have a Johnny's and he'll just get a counter every time you gain a life, and they'll go like not full cat tribal but partial. I've seen full cat tribal and you can just drop in that stupid little tapestry and everybody gets like plus way more than 2. So too little too late. I mean, I guess turn 3 you could wipe them out. I don't know. It is instant speed, so you can wait till the boosting thing is on the stack and then put this above it and just fry everything they got. It's a little specific, but, I'm kind of glad it's here. I don't really like, just dump out token decks. It's kind of boring. kind of simplistic, kind of one note, kind of very susceptible to stuff like this. I'd like to get a little bit more creative. Next up, we've got Rover Blades from Jet Set Radio Future, apparently. It's a 3-cost colorless 2/2 with double strike. Equip 4, but then equip creature has double strike, and then crew 2. That's right, you can just crew these. 1 pilot in each foot, I assume. In fact, that little flying squirrel thing or whatever from before. 2 of those. If you didn't immediately think of Johnny Knoxville and the Rocket Skates, then you're not a 90s kid and you're dead to me. Man, if I saw these in a draft, 4 mana is a lot less in a draft. I'm just saying. Like, I would not fail to draft these. Next up, Ovaya Automech Artisan. Hey. So it's a 4-cost green 1/2, legendary creature, human artificer. So she's going to do something nuts. Rare, obviously. Each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. Ooh. Then if you pay 1 green and tap, you may put a creature or vehicle card from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh my gosh. If you put an artifact onto the battlefield this way, put 2 1/1 counters on it. Now it doesn't gain haste or anything because she's not that magic, but free casting for 1 when she costs 4. That's ridiculous. I think we're going to see this take off outside of standard. There's a couple things that do something like this, but I think she may maybe be the most efficient. I'm not sure. And then there's Point the Way with everybody's favorite mascot, Loot, which is short for Langolier Jr. It's a 1-cost green enchantment. Get this. Now this is pretty nuts. Remember, this can be cloned, it's non-legendary, and you can cast multiple of it. Heck, you can fetch them straight out of your deck. Start your engines. You know how it works, 1 to 4, and then if you pay 4, sacrifice this enchantment no matter what your speed is. Search your library for up to X basic lands where X is your current speed. Put those cards onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Oh my gosh. And it's him basically cheating at the race by opening an Omen Path portal, whatever the hell. Makes sense because you're putting yourself up to 12 turns ahead there, effectively, because, if 1/3 of your deck is land, it's not really how you measure it, but pretty much. Well, Landfall is borderline viable. We lost some cards in the last rotation, believe it or not. I know, shocking. But it's still playable. You still got the Elf Land Dump or Druid or whatever that is. And then you've got a couple cards that care and a lot of really, really good expensive green cards, especially Mythics. You got the Cats That Don't Go Away, one of my most hated cards. But by the time you play something creative, like, this, Landfall, anything kind of mid-range, no, you're already dead to Red Rush, Red-White Rush, or Black Full Discard. White-Red or White-Blue enchantments, or Mono-White Cat Rush, Mono-White Life Rush. What am I missing? I was going to keep the most egregious for the end, and then that train fell off the tracks because I didn't get no sleep last night. But yeah, you can't play anything creative, interesting, mid-range, or kind of fun because you will just get stomped on turn 4 or 5 by what's already in standard, and that's a shame. But it's not that much of a shame because I hate this set. I hate vehicles. Everybody hated vehicles. They brought them back again to some Looney Tunes bullshit set, and I don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody wants this. Nobody's going to buy this. And Innistrad Remastered, they left out a couple $50 cards, and everybody's pissed and boycotting that too. So if you look at the pre-order price of this per box right now, or the pre-order price of Innistrad Remastered, it's pretty garbage, and that's just in time for them to have brought back MSRP. Well, nothing stops people from selling them below MSRP if they're not worth that much. I know what distributor prices, and it ain't retail MSRP. I don't care what label you put on it, so good luck with that, Watsy. Good luck with any of this crap. Lastly, we're moving on to Charcoal Gear Hulk, because this looks kind of neat. So it's another one of those, really hard to play, but not impossible, 2-color Gear Hulk. So it's 2 red, 2 black, 1 colorless, or generic, pardon me. 5/4 artifact construct with Menace and Death Touch. When it enters the battlefield, put target creature card in a graveyard. That's right, a graveyard, assuming it was translated correctly, with mana value 4 or less onto the battlefield with finality counter on it. That creature has Menace, Death Touch, and Haste. Holy crap, it's Gear Hulk of Erebos. At the beginning of your next end step, exile that creature. Oh, I was kidding. I actually didn't read that yet. It literally is Gear Hulk of Erebos. I think, didn't that grant lifelink or something? I don't know. This is ridiculous. Menace is worse. 4 or less, okay, but still, geez, calm down with this stuff. Well, that's it for today, but I believe we have one more set of spoilers minimum, so subscribe if you don't want to miss it, and I will see you guys next time.